All right. So our group looked at the article Perception of Physical Attractiveness, and our group is myself, Courtney McCormick, and Peyton Landowski.
Oh, I hit the slide, don't I? All right, the social problem was how the stability of intimate relationships influences the perceived attractiveness of people outside of the relationship of the opposite sex. The study included 204 total undergraduate participants at Texas A&M University, 101 men and 103 women. The study aimed to see if individuals involved in long-term sexually active relationships were less attracted to individuals of the opposite sex. Researchers hypothesized that individuals related in relationships decreased their perception of attraction towards persons of the opposite sex to preserve their relationship. So some specific hypothesis, people involved in intimate romantic relationships would find the opposite sex less sexually attractive than single people, not in an intimate romantic relationship. Individuals in relationships tend to amplify their partner's physical attractiveness when compared to others. People use this mechanism of degrading or other individuals' attractiveness to improve relationship strength and prevent breakups. Those are a couple of the hypotheses that they based the study on.
So the
Okay, sorry, my bad.
So the rationales for each hypothesis that we found were people compared their relationships with others, the equity theory, which basically is about,
I got you. People want to maintain their relationships, and their ability to display trust and support will lead to better relationship satisfaction. And then for the third point, according to Hatfield, passionate love is state of intense longing for union with another, which demonstrates a kind of a tunnel vision type of view towards your partner to make your relationship last longer. According to Botwin, individuals are more prone to marry those whose needs, attitudes, and personalities are more similar to them or to each other, further indicating the attraction to one another or neglecting or denouncing individuals that may otherwise be placed in an unattractive category. Okay, and then do you want me to go? Sorry.
Doesn't matter.
Okay. Participants were put. I can go. I'll just do it. I mean, I thought I messed up the slides, so that's my bad. Participants were put into two separate groups of their same sex, so two groups, one of each sex. The study was meant to deflect attention away from the true meaning of the hypothesis in the study by indicating that participants were only rating several magazine advertisements. Participants were asked to assess their intimate relationship. So this is another part of the study that looked at the seriousness of the relationship with each other. So like they first started, didn't look too closely at, they just wanted to know if they were in a relationship or not. And the next part they looked at was how close they were to their partner and how serious they were with their partner. To test this hypothesis, participants were asked to assess the physical attractiveness and sex appeal of the opposite sex people in ads on a scale from 1 to 7, 1 being not attractive at all to 7 being extremely attractive. Participants' rating on the attractiveness of opposite people were aggregated with the same assessment of their intimate relationship to determine if these affected their relationship or ratings. Definitive answers could not be provided, but psychological and evolutionary processes are thought to perform what was hypothesized.
Do you have notes for this one? We got our slides messed up.
We did. Kind of. So the big results, individuals in the relationship consistently rated opposite sex persons less physically and sexually attractive compared to people's ratings of the same persons. The results of this experiment were stronger for those in relationships that report a high relationship satisfaction. So basically the big thing I found is that individuals in strong relationships continually rated people in these ads less than other individuals that were single at the time. That's basically the biggest result.
Okay, so our summary, it is true that in a committed relationship, highly attractive outsiders of the opposite sex can pose a threat to a committed relationship. Their influence could only be to decrease the relationship satisfaction of those in a committed relationship. And that just means that even if they do not steal a partner away, that they could decrease that person in a committed relationship, their satisfaction with their relationship. The hypotheses presented believe there must be psychological processes that undermine the effect of an attractive opposite sex person, and that this could be shown in their ratings being consistently less attractive than single persons who also did ratings. And those ratings are the ratings that they did on the attractiveness of opposite sex people in magazine ads. These psychological processes serve as relationship maintenance. In other words, to keep the pair together. One such process is derogation, which is where the opposite sex people's attractiveness is deemed as not valuable. So the person in a committed relationship would either subconsciously or unconsciously notice that an outsider person of the relationship is attractive, but they would deem that as not being very valuable. And to test these hypotheses, participants were asked to assess the physical attractiveness and sex appeal of the opposite sex people in ads on a scale of 1 to 7, 1 being not attractive at all, and 7 being very attractive. And similarly, their relationship, the different ratings of their relationship were also done on a 1 to 7 scale. Their relationship status and satisfaction was assessed on the measures of closeness, dependency, seriousness, and investment, and that is what they rated with the 1 to 7 scale. The assessment of their relationship did not affect their attractiveness ratings. The hypothesis still proved to be true. The hypothesis that participants in a committed relationship would find that participants in a committed relationship would find attractive members of the opposite sex, less attractive than participants who were not in a committed relationship.
So that's yeah. All right, choice.
Where do we stop recording?
Where do I, oh man, I just